Round 2 starts us at the iconic Daytona Beach Course, the track that saw Red Byron win in 1949 en route to his inaugural NASCAR Cup title. Since among the two-win champions, the most common points format is the 1975 to 2003 format, that is what we will use once again. Group 1 is on track and is ready to take on the Beach Course in Daytona. No passing occurs, really. In 1990, Dale Earnhardt wins, with Dale Jarrett 1999 in second. Third is 1955 Tim Flock, and fourth is Herb Thomas's 1953. Jimmie Johnson's 2009 finishes last, with Darrell Waltrip's 1982 second to last. Lee Petty's 1954 is 33rd, and Jeff Gordon's 2001 is 32nd. Race 2 has the same afflictions as Race 1. And Cale Yarborough's 1978 dominates over Richard Petty's 1972. Dale Earnhardt's 1993 is 3rd, and Richard's 79 is 4th. Again, the Jimmie Johnson title finishes last. This time it's his 2016 version. In 2018, Joey Logano is also down there, but thankfully for them, there's 6 races to go. Martinsville is home to Red's second win in his 1949 bid. This race will be 100 laps, and Kyle Busch is on the pole with Lee Petty 58 to his outside. Now this race really has nothing happen until 3 laps to go. 1993 Dale Earnhardt dumps Chase Elliott, and the checkup screws 2019 Kyle Busch out of his win. 1977 Cale Yarborough will claim it over 1968 David Pearson, and Terry Labonte's 1996 is 3rd, and Busch's 19 falls back to 4th in the final standings. And last is again another Jimmie Johnson title. This time 2010 Kevin Harvick is 34th, and Joey Logano's 2018 is 3rd to last. Herb Thomas has the pole next to Bobby Isaac for race 2, and Richard Petty's 1979 starts 3rd next to Ned Jarrett. Herb dominates the 100 laps, and Dale Earnhardt's 1987 actually drives all the way up to 2nd. Bobby Isaac's 1970 falls to 3rd, and Richard Petty's 1979 is 4th. For once, a Jimmie Johnson championship doesn't finish last. Our reigning champion does. 2022 Joey Logano is last, with 1961 Ned Jarrett just ahead of him. Riverside is home to Terry Labonte's second victory in his 1984 campaign. That year was a 96-lap race, so this will be a 48-lap race at the legendary road course. Cale Yarborough's 1977 is on the pole with Jeff Gordon's 1998 second. Tony Stewart's 02 is 3rd, and 4th is Yarborough's 1978. Ironically, on lap 2, the championship car that this race is honoring flips over in a massive crash. Terry will finish last, and after 48 laps of this race, 1998 Jeff Gordon claims victory, with the 78 and 77 versions of Yarborough behind him. 58 Lee Petty is 4th, and 99 Jarrett is 5th. In the back with Terry Labonte's 84 is 1980 Dale Earnhardt, and at 33rd is Terry Labonte's other title. A rough race for Terry overall, but he still has 4 races left to pull both of his championships back from ruins. In race 2, 1957 Buddy Baker sits with 1994 Dale Earnhardt on the front row. By the end of the race, 1969 David Pearson plows the front and claims the win. 1955 Tim Flock puts up another great run, and Chase Elliott is 3rd. 1968 David Pearson is 4th as well, and in the back is 2015 Kyle Busch, who is accompanied by his brother's championship. Now the reason why all these cars are so far back is because of this crash. After that rough accident, there are now 4 races left. The bottom 4 cut line again is looking interesting. It is a tie for last spot with Joey Logano's 18, Ned Jarrett's 61, and Harvick's 14. Still, there are nearly 40 cars within 100 points of the cut line though as well. Pocono Raceway, home to the first win of Alan Kulwicki's 1992 championship run. In this 100-lap race, 1977 Cale Yarborough sits on the pole, with Bobby Allison's lone 83 championship beside him. 1972 Richard Petty's behind in 3rd, and 78 Yarborough's 4th once again. No cautions come out, and nobody can pass 1977 Cale Yarborough, who claims the win. 94 Earnhardt gets second though, and 72 Petty's third. Fourth is 1957 Buck Baker, and fifth with a good recovery after the awful crash in the last race is 1982 Darrell Waltrip. He accompanies 1979 Richard Petty and 1960 Rex White. 2018 Joey Logano again finishes low as well. Bobby Labonte sits on the pole for race 2, with 1999 Dale Jarrett to his outside. This race did have some action in the lap 73. 2022 Joey Logano gets hooked and no lifts into turn 3, taking out 1969 David Pearson and 16 Johnson. At the finish, 1998 Jeff Gordon claimed the victory, over 2,000 Bobby Labonte, with 71 Petty in third. Fourth is Dale Jarrett, and fifth is Chase Elliott. And last is the 2022 champion and then 69 Pearson. In standings now, 2022 Joey Logano is close to the cut line along with 2016 Johnson. 18 Logano has sunk more now, and Harvick and Busch have to chase 63 Weatherly down now as well. North Wilkesboro, home to Terry Labonte's first win in his second title run in 1996. 1982 Darrell Waltrip is on the pole, and 72 Petty is alongside of him. 71 Petty and 61 Jarrett sit behind him. And 2010 Jimmie Johnson is the first car to experience issues in this race. A big crash in the front stretch takes out multiple cars and flips over Cale Yarborough. 1984 Terry Labonte finishes second to last, with 10 Johnson behind him. Bobby Isaac's 70 title has issues 10 laps later and finishes third to last. In 1957 Buddy Baker wins, with 1954 Lee Petty and 2007 Johnson second and third. Joe Weatherly 1962 sits with 1987 Dale Earnhardt, and 85 Waltrip and 67 Petty sit behind the leaders in the second race at Wilkesboro. This race has nothing happen at all, and 67 Petty wins over 87 Earnhardt. 65 Ned Jarrett and 55 Tim Flock get another top 5, and 62 Weatherly is 5th. With 2 races left now, Harvick has now dunked to the lowest championship now, over 30 points behind the cut line. 04 Busch is also down there now as well. In 2010 Jimmie Johnson accompanies them below the cut line. There are some new faces in the bottom 10 now with 2 races left. 1950 Bill Rexford's in here now. And 02 Tony Stewart once again is finding himself in danger. 2018 Joey Logano now is out of the bottom 4 though. And 2022 Joey Logano is out of the bottom 10. Charlotte is the penultimate race of round 2. This race honors Terry Labonte's second win of his 1996 campaign. And 1957 Buck Baker is on the pole for race 1. 1998 Jeff Gordon is second and Bill Elliott sits third. 167 laps sets the stage for race 6 in round 2. Everything is timid until lap 33, when 2019 Kyle Busch has a mechanical failure and causes this enormous crash on the front stretch. The rest of the race proceeds as normal, and Bill Elliott wins. 1952 Tim Flock is second, and Benny Parsons is third. 2005 Tony Stewart officially finishes last, and 67 Pearson is second to last. 06 Johnson is third to last, and 84 Terry Labonte again finishes poorly after flipping for the second time in this round. Race 2 has 1977 Cale Yarborough on the pole, with 2001 Jeff Gordon next to him. 2008 Jimmie Johnson is third, and 1958 Lee Petty is fourth. This race is very mild, as there are no accidents, and 1987 Dale Earnhardt claims victory. 1977 Cale Yarborough does get second, and 1999 Dale Jarrett is third. And last is 1961 Ned Jarrett, having a poor run and putting him in the warning zone of being eliminated. 1992 Alan Kulwicki also has a poor run and finishes second to last, and 68 Pearson is 33rd. Bill Rexford has a poor run and now is looking at the danger zone even closer now. And with the last race being double points, Ned Jarrett and Joe Weatherly will be looking for redemption at Bristol. Bristol Motor Speedway, home to one of the 1984 Terry Labonte's wins and 1992 Alan Kulwicki's. Double points will be rewarded for the 2 championships that helped, and on the pole for race 1 is 1958 Lee Petty. 1994 Dale Earnhardt will start alongside of him, and the race stays calm all the way to lap 187. Bobby Isaac gets involved in this big smash 'em up in turns 1 and 2. And after that is routine for 1981 Darrell Waltrip to claim victory over 1977 Cale Yarborough. In the back, though, 33rd place finisher 2018 Joey Logano has not gotten it done. He could not pull off a good run, and after 7 races honoring 2-win drivers, 2018 Joey Logano is eliminated. He joins 27th place finisher 1961 Ned Jarrett, who could not redeem his recent poor runs. It wasn't an awful run for him today, but he comes up over 50 points short of making it to the next round. Race 2 has Richard Petty on the front row. Richard Petty next to him. It's the 71 and 72 iterations of him, with Bill A. and Buck Baker behind him. The first bit of action occurs on lap 30, when a big pileup occurs, taking out various drivers. Damaged heavily in the crash is Bill Rexford, who fell off late in the stages of round 2. This crash has sunk him now to where he is officially eliminated. Through the race, 2022 Joey Logano wins and guarantees advancement, but in 26th is Kevin Harvick. He now will also be eliminated from contention, after putting up various poor runs in this round of competition. That perhaps is the most shocking elimination this round. And now with that, round 2 is over. It's time to move on to the third round, with the remaining 66 greatest champions.